Hey guys, welcome back, John Megacycle here, another episode of Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath Global Conquest. For this season, we're going to be playing, or we are playing, as a Brotherhood of Nod, taking a completely different take on the alternative victory on how to actually win this one. We completed Season 1 as a the Global Defense Initiative. I can talk already. Basically, to win as GDI, you just need to really do a land grab. With the primary objective being kill everybody, the secondary objective being capture so much territory, kind of an easy win. As a Brotherhood of Nod, we have to take a different approach on this and concentrate on city unrest. Cities will normally decay into unrest as long as we're around. Being a terrorist organization, being the Brotherhood of Nod, well, kind of quasi-terrorist, however you want to phrase it, we work with unrest. We want to dethrone kind of the powers of government and society. We want to work behind the scenes with stealth, sneaking, spying, that sort of a thing. That's what we work for. That's what we live with. So keeping these cities with unrest or full unrest is what we need. We need 24 cities. We have 0 so far. Just to give a bit of a recap what that means or how that will look, each of these little icons here are a city. Based on the color, you can tell how much unrest is in the city. The closer it is to red, the more unrest. The closer it is to blue, the more civilized, more social, more structure is in the city, the less unrest, basically. We've gone through our action phase. I believe we're constructing a new base. We're doing some upgrades, getting a little bit of cleanup. Still liking how this is all moving forward, so we're just going to go ahead and move right to battle. Okay, no conflicts. We're going to go ahead and check around and see how this all panned out. We're still doing pretty well, I believe. Oh, we've got a steel talon here. That is something that I mentioned before was going to give us a problem. Considering Nod, us, we're emphasizing a lot of light units in our initial attacks. So that might give us a problem early on. I don't see any more armies around, so what we're going to do is we're going to capitalize using our Vertigo Strike. Hopefully we'll be able to take out the MCV and some of those Titans. Those are the things I'm worried about. The Wolverines, not so much. The Titans are basically tanks with legs. They've got better armor. I believe they move a little slower, but still a force to be reckoned with if we're just concentrating with light stuff. So what we're going to do right ahead is we're going to upgrade our base tier. How much is it to repair? We will repair that strike force. And I think I'm happy with both of these being at level 2. I wouldn't mind a base down there as soon as we can, but I did emphasize that we wanted to increase our growth in Europe. That's going to be excellent. Pretty happy with how India is panning out so far. We are going to want to work on that though as well. I'd be happy with expansion as long as we have at least 2 bases under our control with our growth area. As long as we've got 2 bases, I'm pretty happy with how stuff is panning out. Actually, what I think we're gonna do... No, I'm happy with that. Yep, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go ahead and skip right to battle phase. Got the MCV and half of the Titans. That's perfect. That attack will give us no problem because if they attack a base, there's no way in heck they're gonna win. I don't know why we zoomed over here, but whatever. Let's go ahead and continue our expansion plans. I do want... Let's see. I do want the United Kingdom.
Initiating base construction.
We're going to hunker in... Well, hang on. Is it cheaper if we come a little closer back?
Operation cancelled. Initiating base construction. Operation cancelled.
Now I'm just getting finicky. I kind of want a level 1 to be able to start working on these things, so we're going to go right there.
Initiating base construction.
I'm happy with that. That guy's got nothing. We're going to move dead east as quickly as we can with this strike force.
Strike force moving out.
And I do want South America completely under our control. We're going to build an MCV. We're going to get that moving far to the south. Liking this so far. We're Tech 2s, nothing too crazy. We're spreading out more, not trying to put all our eggs in one basket. We are going to build an MCV here as well. And what does this consist of? No MC. Oh, it does consist of an MCV. Okay, we're going to wait and see what happens with that. I think I'm pretty happy with how this turn is going to pan out. Let's go ahead and skip.
Ion cannon activated.
What the heck did he hit? All my structures are here. If I understand math, I like to think I do, the top number is the same as the bottom number. Whatever, I don't... Okay, good. Well, he wasted $5,000 for an ion cannon strike. Good for him.
Upgrading base tier.
Upgrade.
Constructing strike force.
MCV. Lots of good areas here. Want to make sure we pick all that up.
Strike force moving out.
Let's see, one.
Strike force moving out.
Let's go one turn worth for you. See, now that guy's got nothing to do. Okay, we need to be a little more aware of these side bases that start cropping up.
Initiating base construction.
Okay, so far so good. I do want this closer to the Tiberium, but the cities are what's going to win it for us. So that'll easily get us second base tier. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, capping out all our money, not sitting on a lot of credits here. I'm liking how this is panning out. So let's go ahead and move right to battle. They're using their reinforcement support to try to make sure their cities stay in the least unrest as possible. Another turn passes, no conflict.
Upgrading base tier.
Yes, sir, upgrading base tier.
Upgrading base tier. Resupplying strike force.
And second base tier will take that nicely.
Initiating base construction.
Now there's a lot of Tiberium here. Tiberium's a great resource, so I'm certainly not going to mind if we build another MCV to take it, but we don't have the cash. So that's fine by me. Doing really nice on the land grab. We'll take another MCV over to the western seaboard, and we'll make sure we get those cities taken over as well. Okay, just doing a lot of thinking here. Want to make sure we cover as much as we can. Want to make sure we're watching all of our opponents. The worst thing we could do is let one of them grow too hard and too fast. That's going to cause a lot of problems for us because they'll just dominate the rest of the game. So I'm pretty happy with this one. Let's go ahead and switch to battle phase. A lot of movement. Okay, now we're sitting on a much better economy. I'm liking how this is going. Pretty soon we'll be moving up to base tier 3.
Constructing strike force.
Until then, get that moving.
Constructing strike force.
Let's cancel there for now.
Upgrading base tier. Constructing strike force.
Let's see, we can do a couple of MCVs here. Start shifting some of the importance. I'm not too worried about this GDI base for much longer.
Constructing strike force.
What we are going to do is we are going to build up, let's see, I think we went straight group before. Now I'm thinking we're going to be more interested in a strike force. We've got some money, we might as well definitely use it. Let's go ahead and chase off this GDI battalion. And in the same token, we'll be able to set up on the western seaboard. Pretty happy with how this is going. We need to be very careful considering GDI is going to have an easier time trying to win this one out. So we need to make sure that we're watching everything that's going on. Let's get that called in. I don't see a whole lot of large screen movement, and GDI is the first one with a super weapon. So I want to make sure that they're kept under wraps, and if we can start damaging up some of their battalions like this, this is a pretty heavy regiment. So if we can soften this up a bit and make them spend a turn to repair, perfect. Did you get the MCV? No, but we got the Shatterers, the Slingshots, we got a good chunk in that. Man, a lot of not battle going on.
Initiating base construction. Initiating base construction.
If this were a human match, like if I was playing against other non-AI, I think I would be crapping my pants with how quickly I'm growing. We're going to get an MCV down there. I want to make sure we get Mexico sealed up. That's going to be an important junction in between both of the Americas. And we have just MCV only.
Initiating base construction.
Everything's at least tier 2 so far. And we're getting you moving a little bit more. I want you closer to Japan. If we could spend a turn doing movement, that's going to be important. We're going to move up into Asia.
Strike force moving out. Strike force moving out.
Time to spread out a little bit. Controlling the coast is good, but we need to make sure that we've got good coverage in other areas. Let's go ahead and skip this turn right to our battle phase. Just straight retreat, which is a good plan for that battalion. Okay, we've got combat there. I think that's it. Looks like all of our other MCVs are going to deploy successfully without issue. But let's see what we've got to deal with here. No MCV, they've got Devastator warships, which could be a big problem. I'm more afraid of that than much else. We can crank out a bunch of non-buggies and stuff, but those walkers will also become a problem. So we're really going to have to slap stuff together to really get this under wraps. We're probably going to take some base damage, but I'm not too worried about it. Oh gosh, and we're right next to each other. Awesome.
Building. Training.
That doesn't make me feel good at all.
Construction complete.
Venom craft ready for liftoff.
Building. Training. Enemy units
Venom
sighted.
craft ready for liftoff.
And there they are.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here. Cannot deploy here.
Come on, just deploy it anywhere, I don't care.
Venom craft ready for
Repairing. Repairing.
Let's go on a raid. Let's go find him. Attack!
Unit under
Venom
attack.
craft ready for liftoff.
Building.
Where the crap is my airport?
Unit lost.
See
Oh
anything?
my gosh.
Gotcha. Copy that. Let's go on a raid. Venom craft ready for liftoff.
On hold. Cancelled. Structure sold. Structure sold. Our base is under
Don't lose
attack.
him. Yep. Take him out.
Yep. Way too close, way too fast.
Unit promoted.
That was a problem with this one.
Cancelled.
Looking clear.
But
Of course.
Low
You're
power.
not going
I think we
anywhere.
might be able to win anyway. Because they don't have any land units. Oh yeah, they can. Yep, Seekers can attack the air. Damn it. I was gonna say, if we can knock out a couple of
Have him on radar.
those Devastator warships, then our Air Force will be able to clean up, but that won't be the case.
Under attack.
Yep. A little too much, a little too fast. How in the hell are you not dead?
Got him down. He's in our sights.
Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him. Yes!
Sure thing.
Oh, I can't believe I walked out with Venom. Now, the thing is... Oh? It's gonna let me keep going. Now, this is a tricky situation, because I started with a base. I'm gonna win, because I'm gonna destroy them, but I don't have a base anymore.
They're not going anywhere.
Let's just queue this all up. Yeah, I have no idea what the heck is going to happen. And this is going to take a day and a half. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this. Victory.
Victorious.
I have no idea how I'm going to win because I don't have a base. But let's see what happens. It says I'm victorious. I don't have any structures. I mean, if there was a stalemate, here's your example. I'm walking away from battle with a unit I didn't have to come in with, so let's just see what happens. I lost the base. Okay, that's exactly what I would have anticipated to happen. And they had a whole nother attack on the way.
Upgrading base tier. Upgrading base tier.
We're going to go ahead and start getting some of the trouble spots upgraded to Tech 3.
Upgrading base tier.
And then, of course, complementing with defensives. I didn't spend that kind of cash starting in because I did want the big land grab. So we're doing quite a good job with that. We're going to go ahead and get you repaired. I don't have enough money. Fantastic. But just make sure we don't have very many other trouble spots before we really get started. Cancel
Operation
construction.
Cancelled.
We need to start slowing down the screen a little bit. And I don't have enough to upgrade your base tier, and I can't build a new base. Okay, so they did repair that battalion. Tough decision. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and get another base over here, but I think we'll just have to wait. Yeah. And got the drone platform. Perfect. Okay.
Initiating base construction.
That's where I would like that.
Initiating base construction.
That's where I would like that. That would put it to tier 3, not necessary at the moment.
Initiating base construction. Resupplying strike force.
Okay, big trouble spots. That's what we're looking for right now. We're gonna back off a little bit from that area.
Constructing strike force.
We are gonna build another MCV only though and get it deployed over to the west. That still is a plan I want to work with.
Upgrading base defenses.
I think it's time to start getting defensive.
Upgrading base defenses. Upgrading base defenses.
Especially for those areas that have 2 or more cities under their control. Like we've got 4 right here. Definitely going to want to make sure that the defenses are built up on that. We got 3 here. We've got a good scattering. Want to make sure that we've got at least 4 or 5 fully maxed out ones over the next turn or 2. Let's go ahead and skip our action phase. Go right to battle again. Okay, looks like Skrin is getting in it with GDI, which is good. That's going to buy us a little bit of room.
Base tier. Resupplying strike force.
And since it is Tech 3, I believe it is stealthed. That's why it's wigging out like that. Or actually, did that come with the defensives? Because that's actually Tech 2. That must have actually come with the defensive upgrade. That's excellent. As I was saying...
Upgrading base tier.
And we're going to go take the fight to GDI. They still have not repaired that group. There's a lot of heavy stuff going on here. We want to emphasize the destruction of any drone platforms or MCVs. We don't want a whole lot of sporadic growth, and hopefully these vertigo strikes are going to take care of that for us. I do want you to tier 3, because we've got 2 more cities we can snatch up here. Now we're starting to get some of these with more red in them, the cities, and we can actually see our, 7 out of 24, excellent. A little shy of a third. I'm liking that so far. That's very good. GDI is doing a very good job trying to capture up as much land as they are, but we're doing a fair job equally trying to prevent them from doing that. I think this is all we're going to do for this one. Let's go ahead and skip. Oh. I take that back.
Strike force moving out.
The thing about Skrin is they don't have to worry about cities. They can go ahead and hunker down wherever they want to build because their secondary objective is building threshold towers. Which I believe just cost money. I mean, you just got to get them set up in bases. Build threshold tower strategic structure at tier 3 bases to increase this progress. Tier 3 bases are expensive, so not to say that it's easy, but you don't need to worry about territory like GDI or NOD. So let's go ahead and see where this takes us. MCV, yes, perfect. Oh, and they Orca bomb those guys, excellent. Okay, GDI was victorious in that conflict. And I'm not worried about this one because they don't have an MCV. And we just increase our defensives there. So, doing well so far.
Initiating base construction.
Alright.
Strike force moving out.
And they still have not repaired, which is fine by me. This turn.
Upgrading base defenses. Upgrading base defenses. Upgrading base defenses.
We've got enough cash now, we can totally justify this kind of spending.
Upgrading base defenses. Upgrading base tier.
And that's a tier 2 right now? Yes, it
Upgrading
is.
base defenses.
Okay.
Upgrading base defenses. Upgrading base defenses.
Excellent. We need to operate in the shadows, and now that we've got the cash to afford shadows, it's important we do that. Let's go ahead and skip another turn.
Ion cannon activated.
I don't even have like a nuclear facility there or something, so why they're ion canyoning my troops, I have no idea. Okay, GDI is becoming a bit more of a threat now. We're going to take care of that.
Repairing base.
Certainly need to repair the base. And it was unable to complete its base defenses upgrade because it was interrupted by the ion cannon. Understandably. Looking good so far. That's tier 3, that's tier 3. I want that to be tier 3. I want that to be tier 3. We are going to go on a little bit of a tour of Asia. Actually, you know what?
Strike force moving out.
You're an actual full-fledged strike force. I want you to move out.
Constructing strike force.
And for that city over there, we'll do the MCV dance. Let's see.
Constructing strike force. Upgrading base tier.
Excellent, excellent. Good money, good income, really starting to rack out really what we need to get done here. Actually, we're going to cancel that
Operation canceled.
because I need this up to snuff to really get moving. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this is panning out. We've got our orders for the next battle phase. We're going to call this an episode here, guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. This is starting to get hot and heavy, and this is probably the first time I've played Nod in quite some time. So this has been a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'm going to catch you guys next time.